Joining me now is former Senator Joe Lieberman. Sir, good to have you back on the show. Your thoughts on this push, the LGBTQ push in Japan?
Yeah. Well, look, I'm for equal rights here in America, regardless of sexual orientation. But I think it was a mistake for Rahm Emanuel to, as American ambassador there, to become an advocate for a policy like that, which is quite controversial in Japan. And I mean, let me put it in an obvious, larger context. The Japanese nation is really an important ally of us as we confront the rising threat from China. I mean, our alliances with Japan, South Korea, Australia are the things that really shake and threaten the Chinese. And it just doesn't make sense to me to jeopardize that kind of confidence in our relationship by introducing what I think is a side issue here.
Talk a little bit more about, I mean, you said it's a lot different in Japan than it is here. Obviously, he's the most woke thing in America. They want to throw around the world so they can pat themselves on the back here domestically. But what does it mean in Japan to make a move like this? Like, where are their heads on LGBTQ as a country?
I honestly can't claim to be an expert on that, on public opinion in Japan, but I've read some of the sort of policy analysts' reaction, and they think there'll be a lot of opposition to it, to what Rahm Emanuel said in Japan. It's just unnecessary.
It didn't need to be said.
He really ought to be strengthening our relations with the Japanese in everywhere we can, particularly on the eve of President Biden coming over there and meeting with the Japanese Prime Minister. This is important stuff. It's all important because of China and the threat of China.
Yeah. All right, Senator Lieberman, thank you so much for taking the time. Always good to see you, sir.
Thanks, Rob. Good to be with you.